folks. So, I know it's been a while since I made my last video. I've been finishing out the school year, and then not long later my brothers were finishing their school year, so it's had stuff going on, and then I'm adjusting to being out of school, so there's that. Anyway, get into the video. This is another Ever After High video, and it's about Raven's true destiny. I know she is, in Ever After High, she is the daughter of Evil Queen, and said she would become the next Evil Queen because her mother was. Basically, I am questioning whether or not she was truly meant to become to be evil, because she really isn't evil in Ever After High. Like, Raven Queen, she is not an evil character. But anyway, going on to, she is also a more complicated character when it comes to this, because she is the result of her mother's marriage to the father of Snow White, which in the world of Ever After High, that is the Good King, which, if you really think about it, Good King, that title comes from the tale of Robin Hood as well. Going into like the qualities, not just the qualities of Raven's parents, but the qualities that both of those destinies require. For her mom, there is vanity. Every evil queen has the qualities of vanity. And then she also has dark magic. She's very beautiful and she's hateful, and she's a tyrant. Her mom is a tyrant. Raven's dad, on the other hand, the Good King, he is very kind, loving, thoughtful. He's a good leader, and he's attentive and considerate. Raven's qualities, she is very good. She's kind, loving, thoughtful, selfless. She has leadership. She has very good leadership. She leads, like in the books and a little in the movies, she identifies she did not want to be a leader. She did not want to lead these people. But she doesn't even realize that she is leading by example. That she's a leader because she's leading by example. She, like if you notice, like, the reason why Maddie ended up becoming co-student body president was because Raven, she didn't want the fame, she didn't want the title, she just wanted to be able to choose. She wanted a choice. And also there's a lot more into it, like there was also the fact that she found out Ceresa's secret before Legacy Day, and so she knew other people who didn't want to follow theirs. She also knew Dexter. He didn't know what his destiny was, and he was completely unsure. He wasn't sure if he wanted to go through it or not. So she knew some people who sided with her on that, who weren't so sure about following their destinies. So yeah, she's just been leading by example the whole time. She didn't realize she was leading by example until people started following her, and that for Raven, that does trigger alarm bells a little bit, but not on a major extent unless people are trying to push her into the role, which, like, really push her, like, force her to become that, which is what she doesn't want. She doesn't want to be forced to be anything. She wants to be who she is. And that's the whole premise of the overall story is, especially Raven's overall story, she just wants to be who she is. She doesn't want to be forced to be something she's not. And then she's also considerate, like her dad. She's also mischievous. Yes, she does cause mischief sometimes. She does have that, like, which is a quality she gets from her mom. But it's not evil. Like, she's mischievous, like, in the sense, you know, like dads, they pick on their kids, or brothers, they're just brothers because they're picking on people. She's mischievous like that. Wow, like, that's where that characteristic comes from. She also has dark magic, which she gets from her mother. She's also beautiful, which is why people, especially in the books, keep saying, "Oh, you look so much like your mother." It's because, yeah, she does. She is. She gets her beauty from her mom. Even if she doesn't get every physical feature from her mom, like there's reason to believe her mom's hair is blonde, like you're seeing that a lot. But other than that, it's like she has the beauty of her mother. Like, she has that beauty from her mother. Personally, I think she gets beauty from both of her parents, because her father is the good king, father of Snow White, so she clearly gets some of that beauty from her dad as well. And she's also one of those characters whose qualities rub off on other people. Sometimes not the way Raven wants it to be. Like, Raven doesn't. This is the quality that Raven notices and does not appreciate. Like, she mainly notices it when she does not appreciate it. Like, some of the characters, some examples of characters that she has rubbed off on. It's like Therese. This one's mainly evident when you read in the book of The Unfairest of Them All, because Therese in that book, she does things she's never done before because Raven's around. When they go to visit her mom, when Raven and Therese go to visit Therese's mom, Little Red Riding Hood, talk to her about this stuff, like get guidance and stuff like that. Raven, Raven's trying to get guidance about what she's going through, about how do I deal with this, while Cerise ends up having some of Raven's qualities rubbed off on her, scaring her mom half to death. Like, she does scare her mom half to death. Poor Red Riding Hood, when you read that book, you actually see she ends up in tears over what Cerise does, because in that book, basically what happens, a conflict arises not far, like just outside their house, Red Riding Hood's house, and it's between the wolves and the hoods, and because one of the wolf pups that didn't dare, it was a whole big ordeal. They run out there to deal with it. The villagers notice Raven. They grab Raven. They go to throw her into this water with rocks in it, and that would hurt. But they're treating her like she's her mom. They're like, we don't want this spawn here. They literally call her a spawn. But they're treating her as if she is just a miniature of her mom, not her own person. And Cerise comes up and, in defense of Raven, she just takes her hood off in front of all the hoods and the wolves and all this, and then that explodes. Although she does end up, afterwards, they did a whole competition thing that they do between the hoods and the wolves, where it's like a race, and go read the book if you want to know more about it. But basically, Cerise, she enters the race for herself. Like, she's doing it for herself. Like, that, just beforehand, her mom had her text her dad over the whole situation, and Cerise beats all the adults. Like, forget these adults. That Cerise is way more skilled than all these adults around her. Every hood, every wolf, like, she's way more skilled. Honestly, one thing I noticed about the wolves in that one, they didn't start saying anything till it was being pushed on to them. Like, they were like, keep me out of this, man. They did not want involved at all. They just didn't want involved with the wolves that were present. They just did not want involved. They did not want to deal with this. Like, at the hoods were the ones making everything explode. But anyway, she shows them up. Her dad shows up, notices what's going on, a little weirded out. Grandma Hood sends him home. So basically, it ends up being that the whole family ends up laughing about it later. Like, it's so funny, but she did that. But she wouldn't have done that if Raven didn't rub off on her. Like Raven really did rub off on her, because, like, some of the qualities that rubbed off on Cerise were, like, her selflessness, the mischief, mixed together, like, this, like, Cerise really, I don't think she really thought about it, she just did it. So, it's like, these qualities rubbed off on Cerise. Another character that these qualities rubs off on is on Dexter. Rubs off onto is Dexter. Obviously, he's her boyfriend. He becomes her boyfriend eventually in the series. It's a whole big ordeal. It's a whole thing. It's not a big ordeal, but it's a whole thing here. But Dexter likes her. So obviously she's gonna rub off on him, and then he starts questioning everything. And Dexter is actually one of the first people in the entire series we get to see Raven rub off on. So. And then Apple, like, this is the one that sets off alarm bells for Raven in particular. That Raven notices it and it's setting off alarm bells, because Apple, she gets more than it's Raven's mischief that rubs off on Apple. That's like the main quality of Raven's that rubs off on Apple. And it's a little concerning since it's Apple. So, especially for Raven, like Raven, that's why I say alarm bells being triggered with this one, because that should not happen. Like, Raven don't like this. Anyway, moving on. The possible destinies that like the destinies that Raven is eligible for, that she could possibly fulfill, like by chance. There's the Evil Queen, which is her mom's destiny, following in her mom's footsteps. Snow White, which would be following in her sister's footsteps. Funny enough, half sister, but sister's footsteps. The Good King, And then also a Robin Hood's connection, which a lot of people may not realize this, but typically Robin Hood has some form of connection to the royal family, and a positive one, like not just his stuff with Prince John, but it's a positive connection to the royal family. Like, he has a positive connection to the royal family. Like Robin Hood, it would be kind of hard for some of the qualities of the story to exist without Robin Hood having some form of positive connection to the royal family. Like, whether it's the good king himself or another character, or Mary Magdalene. Sometimes it's Mary Magdalene. That's a biblical character. I do that a lot. But Maid Marian, it could also be a whole nother character. Like, there's typically always some form of connection, positive connection to the royal family between Robin Hood and the royal family. Which is typically the one thing that gets me trouble a lot of times. And moving on, she could also be Hopper's princess. I don't think this is likely. Like, this is not me shipping him, but Hopper is missing his princess that saves his life, basically, that breaks his curse and all that. But Hopper, he's missing that. It could be almost anybody at this point. Like, we may never know, like, you know. But she could also be Robin Hood's princess, which is Maid Marian. Like, she could also be a Maid Marian. That's kind of hard to say. Then she could also be a good witch. Like, if you don't know the Tale of the Wizard of Oz, the Tale of Oz, like all that, there is 4 witches. 2 bad, 2 wicked, 2 good. And so she could be one of the good witches. Like, the famous good witch is Glinda, but there's also that other one. I forget what her name is, but I forget which direction they all go. Like, I think the other one is like the Good Witch of the North, the one that's not very popular. I think she's like the Good Witch of the North. Anyway, not important, but she could be a good witch. She's eligible to become a good witch. Like, she has the magic. She whether she wants to be or not, she's gonna be a sorceress, regardless. She could also end up with many other royal destinies. Like, there is so many royal destinies that could be filled. And then other magic destinies. Like, there is a ton of oaths too that she could end up going, especially by chance. And there's like other things. That's just the ones I've named off. My theory, like what I think, the destinies, what I think Raven will end up doing with her life is what Raven not end up doing with her life, but the destinies Raven will just happen to fulfill that will. And knowing Raven, she would not mind fulfilling. Like, since her whole premise is, I want to be myself, and I don't want to be forced to be anything I'm not. Like, I want to live my life. Shit. She could be either, in my theory, is that she is destined to either be the good king, so, like, to fulfill the destiny, it would be queen, obviously, but to fulfill the destiny of the good king in the Tale of Robin Hood, or to be Robin Hood's connection, like the positive connection to the royal family. Of course, if that is so, Sparrow will never be the next Robin Hood. If my theory is correct, Sparrow will never be the next Robin Hood because he does not have positive connection. Like he's not friends with Raven, like at all. Like he's actually a bully to Raven, like, and a childhood bully. They used to go to school together. Like they are not friends. They will never be friends. But as I mentioned in another video, I think a while back, I think I mentioned this in a video a while back, and actually I think I mentioned this in my last video, but I think Cerise will be the next Robin Hood. And if that's so, Raven can't be evil because she's fulfilling the role of that positive connection. Of that positive connection between Robin Hood and the royal family. And then could possibly end up fulfilling the destiny of the Good King in the Tale of Robin Hood. Like, yeah. Anywho, that's my theories. That's my thoughts on this. Like, put your opinions, like, discuss in the comments. Like, all my videos are open for discussion. Like, we can talk about this, like, throw around ideas, throw around facts, whatever. As long as it's respectful, I will do stuff. I will find a way to do stuff if it's not respectful. But, you know, I haven't had any comments yet on any of my videos. Like, and I'd like people to comment. I'd like to talk about this stuff in my videos. So comment down below. And if you like the video, be sure to like it. Like, give it a like if you liked it. If you want to keep up with my videos a little easier than just by liking it or something, like have it notify you or something, click the subscribe button. Like it'll, even if you don't have notifications on, you'll get them. Like you can, there's a little button for subscriptions, and then there's a little bell. No, it's not exactly, it doesn't always tell you, but it'll pop up on your YouTube, like, if you subscribe, like, every time I post something. So leave a like. You can also share if you want to share, like, that would be helpful. But anywho, don't forget to comment, like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to keep up, and I'll see you later. Luego. Have a good day.